Good morning, everyone. This is Michael Venezia. I'm the head trader at TradeView Markets, and this is Tuesday, November 11th, the morning after, I would say, the second trading day after the news of Moderna coming out and saying they have a vaccine. And here's where we sit with the SPYs today after a nice finish with the SPYs and the Dow Industrials. As a matter of fact, the Dow, as we stand right here, stands 50 points shy of 30,000, and quite honestly, that's what I was kind of waiting for them to get to before I actually tried to fade the market. Also, you have today Tesla announcing that they're going to be added to the S&P 500. I thought that would have pushed. That's the reason why the Nasdaq futures are up. As you can see, the rest of these EV stocks, LI, NIO, XPEV, which we have mentioned before, Fisker, Nikola, VLDR. These are continuing. The Tesla news is pushing all these stocks higher. And these are the hottest stocks in the market right now. I've been posting about NIO right here. I've been posting about LI, which was a buy yesterday morning on a Citigroup upgrade. This is what happened with NIO yesterday. They had a range from $30.90 to $36. And LI, in the last 2 days, let's say 3 days, if you will, I won't even go back here, has went from 26.5 to 40.5 on 125 million, 75 million shares. With that type of volume and that type of range, you have to be in these stocks. You know why? Because they're going with each other. Let's look at NIO, almost identical charts. Let's look at Fisker, which has been the stronger one. XPEV is no different. XPEV has a range yesterday from $40.70 to $44. As we're looking right now, XPEV, well, it's not close to the high yet. We'll look to try to fade it maybe $47, but these are the stocks that you have to be in. So what are we doing this morning? We come in here, as we do every morning, we look at the sentiment and the gauges. We come in here hot, way overbought. If you look, there's very few times that there have been 3 overbought days in a row without making a decent move down, or you know what, even a pullback. The sentiment gauges, again, every one of them is scorched. DNDU almost to the red line. The RUT, small caps, redlining. The composite, and the only reason why the composite isn't redlining is because yesterday was a rotation day out of these stay-at-home stocks, Zoom, if you will. That's the reason why the Nasdaq was down yesterday. So they're looking to rotate a little bit. But what else are we looking for before we go through all the gauges? The fear and greed index, a little bit there. But I also want to emphasize this. With these type of moves, the biggest moves usually come at the end of the cycle, if you will. I'll give you a couple of examples. Let's go to the stock DAX. The biggest moves come at the end. So that's why I'm waiting for another pop here. Everything is scorched still, but I think the common trader wants to still hop on, and I will be looking for the fade, and I'm going to point out a couple in a second. Here's the S&P sentiment and S&P chart going back 3 years, from November 19th to November of the 20th. Right now, the S&P RSI is sitting at 82, very high here. Now, it's up to us to figure out if we want to buy a pullback or we want to fade the move and think it's going to turn. That's up to us to tell the price action. Yesterday's market gainers and losers, I think if you're on here now, I don't think I have to mention any of them, what's going on. I didn't trade many of these yesterday. CBAT is one I'm going to highlight here. If you're an active day trader, there's a lot of FOMO going out right now, fear of missing out. If you're an active day trader, CBAT was the stock that you had to be in, considering that all the other China stocks were doing well. CBAT traded 100 million shares yesterday. The last 3 days, it's traded 75 million. The stock has gone from 3.5 to 11.30. Now, the reason why this has got to be on your screen are multiple reasons. Obviously, it's a China play on the EV sector. There's a perfect example. The stock has had it before. It's actually showed that it can follow through, and it's not a one-day wonder. Whenever it showed this volume, stock right here went from $1 to $4. It even pulled back a little bit from $2.20 to $5. So it has it in it. So as soon as this stock gapped above the high the last 2 days, well, let's look at yesterday, for example. I'm not even going to go back that long. Here you go. CBOT, nice pop. It held this base all day long right here. You don't have to worry about anything. There was your stop on CBOT right here. $9 to $11. As a matter of fact, I sold this stock, I believe it was about another dollar higher last evening. And I wanted to sell it. I wanted to hold more of it. Where was it? 2 days. But somebody told me I should sell it, and I actually did. A peer of mine that I put in the trade. Stock closed right here at 10.79. It actually hit almost $13 in the pre-market. Not looking something that I really want to play today. It is down $2. That doesn't. I really don't like that. If you want to try to scalp it, if you will, it's still not. I really don't like to scalp these type of stocks. I like to buy them when they're breaking out instead of, they're really not that good at companies to hold. Like you said, this would be a stock where it would be a trade would turn into a position. But definitely, it's a very active stock. You got to be in it. So CBOT is one you had to be in. Here we have yesterday's movers. As NIO, CBOT was there. LI, it wasn't that easy. It wasn't that hard. GP was another one in the sector. Down stocks, I really didn't like that much. Tesla, as I said, going to join the S&P. Here were last night's after-hours movers. Tesla, as you know, fuel cell had to be in it. I can't believe I'm not in it. This is also going with the hydrogen play. F-Cell is a stock you got to keep an eye on. This is as you see going back here, it's had it before. It's had it in it. So stocks that make these moves, you have to have your eye on. I actually bought BLDP, and I'm down on it. I actually thought it was going to pull a similar type of move. I don't think I'm going to sell. I'm going to hold because it's above the moving average. But another stock you have to keep your eye on, BLDP. I actually showed a shot of my screen this morning with the groups in the sectors. I hope that helps people. It's my general universe. Walmart had earnings. We have to watch that. Under Armour upgraded. And my last post so far, TGH, which was at 7:30 because of the video here, NIO has earnings. And NIO is going to be NIO is, besides Tesla, NIO is the proverbial best of breed of these EV stocks. So you know what? You don't have to worry about what Crem is doing or what Citibank is doing. You want to trade these stocks right here, lead NIO, and trade these as a group. Home Depot had earnings on a macro level. I actually don't like it on the long side. I think the housing market was a little bit up on the upside, as evidenced in Lennar. Second trade, the trades I've been putting on the past couple of days that worked out 2 times, did not work out yesterday that I'm actually going to revisit is the oil trade. And only because, as I said on TGH before, that these oil sectors are scorched to the upside. Chevron is the best of breed, and I'm not looking to short that because even a nice pullback of $2 would leave it at, if you're a technician, if you will, leaves it to 200-day. But ConocoPhillips is a stock I'm looking to short on a pop, especially as it approaches the $40 strike area, kissing the 200-day. It's something I'm going to keep an eye on. Bar chart, great free service, if you will, if you want to look at stocks. Let's go to stocks. Stock market sectors. What was hot yesterday? Very simple. Energy was hot. Let's look what was hot in energy. Here you go. Percent change yesterday that was hot. FTI, SLB, Valero, Marathon Oil. They're your hot stocks with better than average volume. It's a great indicator of a site to use that predicates all our trading upon is volume, good price action, and range. So with that being said, getting back to the beginning, all the indices are scorched. We're looking to pull back. The futures are down 20. The NASDAQ futures, I said before, weren't down that much because the stay-at-home stocks and these EV stocks are holding them up. But we have to look for the VIX. The VIX is a decent indication these days of what's going on. If the VIX pops to about 24.90, that's when I'll be looking to maybe add to some longs. But until then, I'm going to stay tactical. I'm going to trade the groups that I've been highlighting, the EV sectors. I'm going to look at some of the oils right here. We had Kohl's had earnings, Target, Walmart. They're not sexy, but they will have range. CVS, which I actually came in short here. You see, it made a little bit of money. It came out and said that Amazon's going to open up their pharmacy sector. So this stock was a crowded long up here. And the rest of these pharmacy stocks, Walgreens is down $6. Look at Rite Aid. I mean, these are good sectors that you could trade. And I look for these type of groups to trade where you can make good money because I don't really like putting all my positions into one stock that I don't have any type of gauge on, that I can't gauge it on except the S&P futures. So with that being said, stay tuned to TGH. We'll be on the chat. Also, the main room, great information in the green room, in the main room. These guys are trading Bitcoin, they're trading FX. Very good traders here, as I even highlighted. We have the coach commenting. The coach is in the room. So I want everybody to trade well, have a plan. Let's be prudent and tune into TGH for further updates on trades. Trade well.